What's up guys, welcome back once again to Chris Aquariums. As you can see, I'm in the midst of things right now, but today is the day that we move houses and we move the fish tanks and the ponds along with it. So it's about to get crazy. Stay tuned. What's up guys, in the last video I told you that we'd be moving houses soon. With that we'd be setting up the new saltwater tank and moving all of our existing aquariums. That's the Patio Pond, the saltwater tank and the 100-liter tropical aquarium, something like 30 fish. And it's quite stressful, man. I'm sweating, I'm stressing out, but I've been planning this for about a month and a half. It has a lot of moving parts and already we've got the pond in the back. There have been some things that haven't been going according to plan. That's just how things happen, but we're doing our best to making this happen. Follow along and let's see how we do. Hopefully everything turns out okay. First thing is that I'm busy draining out as much water as possible for the pond so we can transport it in the car. That's probably about as much as I want. Now let's get this in the car. Never mind, far too heavy. Plan 2, filling this up with pond water. Okay guys, I've got the pond completely drained of water in the back. I've got the fish in a bucket in the footwell on the front of the passenger seat. This is stressful. A little bit different than I thought. I thought the weight would be enough to carry for the pond if I drained it like a quarter of the way. It was way too heavy and it would slosh around too much. That's why I had to separate the fish from the pond. But we're on the way, taking it slow, trying not to jostle too much. This is stressful, man. Just filling back up the pond in its temporary location. Goldies are in, pump is running, they should be just fine. Okay, tank number 2 is on the way. You can see this is the stand here behind my head, and the tank, you can see the top of it back there. It is really heavy, but I've never carried anything so carefully before in my life. That thing's expensive. The goldfish are ready and they're up and running in the new place. For them, I employed the method where you take them out the tank, put them in a separate container, empty the tank, transport them, and then fill up the tank and put them back. For the saltwater and the 100-liter tropical tank, I'm employing the fish store method, which basically means when you buy from a fish store, you have 2 tanks and you transport them in between. So I'm setting up 2 tanks in the new place, a saltwater and a tropical tub, which I'll show you now. Get it up and running, get it up to temperature, and then transport the fish individually in bags. I think that's way safer for the livestock. The goldfish and the tub is easy, but for those ones I want to be careful. So let's get this to the new place. So I'm going to talk softly because I know it echoes, the place is empty, but this is the tub for the tropical tank. It's got a heater in there heating up and it's about 100 liters. I'll put a pump in there as well when it's time to transport the fish. And then finally we're busy setting up the saltwater tank, the Boyu LT550. Quite excited about that, so let's mix up the salt and start getting it filled. Now I'm only going to do the salt 15 liters at a time, and the reason is that that's supposed to be 128 liters, but I want to be certain, so I'm going to do it 15 liters at a time to make sure the salinity is spot on. I meant to bring my tripod, but I forgot. Anyways, let's start filling this up. Filling up the overflow, filling up the sump in the back. It's exciting. Guys, the tank is fully filled, 128 liters on the dot, and now I've put in all of the salt that's needed. I'm going to run the pump and I'm going to run the heater, and by tomorrow it should be ready for fish. Don't worry, I'm putting in all of the cycled media and rock and filter media in from the old tank, but this is really exciting. The first step filled up with water. Always exciting. Alright, here we are on day 2. I'm about to go ahead to the house just to make sure all the new tanks are set up right. So it's day 2 in the morning. Come through to check on these guys and they are doing great, looking really awesome. Gonna get some food, means that the move went off without a hitch. Love these guys, had them for years and I couldn't be happier. Second day in the morning and this tank looks like it's cleared up, salt is dissolved, pretty much ready, but what I am going to do is use this temperature probe and just make sure the water is at the right temperature. So let's check it out. That's the temperature of the air. Drop the probe in the water and let's see. I'm actually happy with this. It's usually around 26, but it'll be closer to the temperature of the fish when they get here, which will still acclimate, but the current temperature is closer to this, so I'm actually okay with this. I will turn it up a bit, but this is closer to what will be needed for transport. Okay, salinity is also within the correct parameters. The pump is also being turned on and it's in here for oxygenation so that there's water flow. So there they are, they're looking good, they're looking ready. I'm also aware of the fact that I'm not filming everything, but obviously being up and down and all over the place, there are some things that I'm gonna miss. But I'm on the way back now. We're gonna pick up the fish and put them in the buckets and bring them over to the new tanks. Okay, the 2 big angels are going in there. All the rest of the smaller ones going in there. He's going in the car. Okay guys, we're on the way, second trip. We have the 2 big angel fish in the container on the left and all the other small fish and the snails in the container on the right. I'm telling you guys, the fish store method is so much less stress, both on yourself and on the fish. You simply net them, put them in a container, move them to another tank. You don't have to worry about draining, breaking down the tank, filling it up on the other side, dechlorinator, temperature, all that kind of stuff. So much easier. Just a tip, when you're transporting fish in the car, the thing that makes the water move around is not speed, it's inertia, aka the change in speed. So you can go fast, but you just have to make sure that it's a slow acceleration, slow deceleration, slow turning, of course. So it's not the speed, it's the change in speed that makes the water slosh around. So smooth as possible wins the race. Okay, let's get these guys to the other side. Okay guys, we're here. Angels are looking good. All the other smaller ones are looking good. Let's get them into the tub, which is heated and it's got water flow. Okay, all the fish are out. I'm draining the tank. Got the plants in a container with water, and then I'm taking out the escaping supply so I can move the tank. Tank has been drained, it's been moved. I was able to carry it heavy, but I got it done. So now the cabinet can be moved. Okay, it's time for the clownfish move. Okay, the clown is ready with the corals, live rock, and gorgonia. Let's go. I forgot my red bubble tip anemone moved and it's on the back now, so I've got to get it out. Delays, stress. Okay guys, I've got the live rock, I've got the filter media all submerged in water, I've got the clownfish, I've got the corals. But I'm not really going to record this, I just want to really focus on getting this part done because this is stressing me out, man. Guys, the move has been done and I need to take a minute because I am exhausted. But all the livestock, all the fish, all the corals are in their new tanks and the move has been successful. I don't think we've lost anything. We'll see if anything comes of it. I'm exhausted. I'm going to take a break. I'll chat to you just now. So it's actually a couple of weeks later now and I can talk normally because I have furniture and things that we've been unpacking. It's been mad, but the important thing is that the tanks are doing well, all of the fish are doing great, and it was a successful move. crazy one, a stressful one, but a successful one. So I hope you guys liked the video, and who knows, maybe it'll even help you to do your fish tank moves in the future. So leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys for watching. So I'll see you next time, as always, on Chris Aquariums.